You have come too far to turn back now, my friend. And the thing is, deep in your heart, you know it. You know it. Even though things feel heavy, overwhelming, even though you are maybe a little bit doubting, even though you feel like you're about to give up because it's too much, you've done a lot. You've done a lot of that inner work, you've done a lot of what was asked of you, and it's as if parts of you wants to finally relax. But see, my friend, relaxing does not mean giving up what you have started, and I want to make this clear in this video. I want to make it clear as blue sky, because you know you've come too far to give up. You know you deserve a pat on the back, right? You've done such a great job. You're doing amazing, and you need to remember that, my friend. How many times do you tell that to yourself? Thank you. You're doing amazing. You deserve it. You're welcome. Welcome to the new reality. Welcome to what you have wanted. It is on its way. Thank you for putting so much effort. Thank you for taking care of yourself. See, this is exactly what you need to hear. This is exactly what you need to remind yourself of more and more frequently. And the more frequently you remind yourself of that, you're doing amazing, the easier it will be to ground that new reality that you're stepping into. See, it feels like it's new. It feels unfamiliar. It feels a little bit overwhelming because of that. But the truth is, my friend, the truth is, if you feel stressed out, if you feel overwhelmed, you are doing amazing. And I'll tell you why you are doing amazing. Hear closely. You are doing amazing because doesn't it feel uncomfortable to break through the boundaries of your own self-concept? And since your self-concept is now transforming, this means that you're now able to experience much more than what felt comfortable before. Makes sense, does it not? Because you feel overwhelmed and stressed out, but it's not since you are overworked, it's not since you are not prioritizing your self-care. It is simply because you are literally expanding. The circle of what feels comfortable to you is expanding, which means that if you feel like you're about to give up, no, you've actually come so far. And it's not about giving up. What is it about, though, is acknowledging the efforts that you have put in. Because unless you acknowledge those efforts, unless you tell to yourself, you're doing amazing, man, you're doing so amazing, you're doing everything that I've asked of you, and thank you so much. Thank you. I know it doesn't feel comfortable at times. I know you want to give up. I know it feels heavy. I know it feels like sometimes you want to cry because it's too much. Okay? I know that. Trust me. I know how much you've done, and I acknowledge it. And thank you for that. Thank you for being present. Thank you for staying there. See? This is what you need to remind yourself of anytime you're about to give up. Because unless you remind yourself of that, you will burn out. But that's not the point of it. The point of feeling stressed out and overwhelmed is because you're breaking through the boundaries of your self-concept. If you're embodying a new conception of yourself, this means that you're now getting familiar with new feelings and new belief systems, new routines and models of behaviors, and it is supposed to feel uncomfortable. But the thing is, if you can acknowledge yourself for everything that you have done and how far you have come, and you can remind yourself of that again and again and again and again on a daily basis, anytime you feel tired and overwhelmed, this is your permission slip into relaxation. Because then you can simply relax. Since you acknowledge how much you've done, since you acknowledge the new self-concept that you have been embodying now physically and emotionally, and it is amazing. You've done such a great job. So since you have broken through the limits of your old self-concept, and now it is time to celebrate the beauty and the joy of living. Is it not beautiful and joyful to know that you can transform by your own accord, with your own speed, by your own decision of will? Is it not beautiful that if you change your self-concept, you experience a new kind of reality, a new set of circumstances, a new job situation, career situation, a new business opportunity, a new relationship? Is that not beautiful? Is that not the joy of being? the joy of living. See? So any times you have felt like you're stressed out and overwhelmed, it's time for celebration, my friend. It's time to give yourself permission to relax. It's time to acknowledge everything that you have done, because you have literally shifted from one reality to the other. This is exactly how it looks like. And let me know if this feels familiar, okay? Let me know in the comments. The shift is here now. See what happens. This is your old self-concept, your old conception of yourself. The way you see yourself, it's old. And if that is you in that circle, that bubble of your consciousness, it is limited. And if blessings and miracles are coming to you, but your old self-concept is limited because it is stressed out, it feels overwhelmed, this means that if you were to surrender, if you were to give it up, if you were to acknowledge yourself for the good work you've done, if you were to give yourself permission, like 30 minutes of relaxation, 30 minutes of complete surrender, 30 minutes of you've done it. You've done it. You've come so far. You've come so far. This is all that I want from you. I simply want you to accept that. I know that you've come so far, but do you know it? Do you know it? And here I'm talking, the I that I'm talking about is your awareness of being speaking to your feelings. This is how I see it, okay? This is what's different about this channel. Your own conception of yourself is only able to be transformed if you are familiar with your feelings, if they feel safe enough. If you can let your feelings know that you're doing great, thank you, I acknowledge you, thank you for being so consistent, thank you for taking care of yourself, thank you for prioritizing that, thank you for setting that boundary when the time was right, thank you for speaking up in that moment in which previously you would have suppressed yourself and your opinion, thank you for being courageous, thank you for being bold, thank you for that. I appreciate it, and I know you deserve it. And I acknowledge you. I acknowledge you for that. See, if you speak to yourself like that, then the overwhelm and the stress you feel, it would simply get surrendered, processed. It would diffuse, dissolve into awareness. And once it dissolves into awareness, look at what's happening. Through the process of surrender, your field expands. Your bubble of what feels comfortable expands. And the more it expands, the more of those blessings and miracles that are already coming your way, they are now in your field. You can now perceive them. You can see them on the outside. It's like a present comes in your reality. It's like you're surprised with a synchronistic event, with an opportunity. Out of nowhere, since you didn't expect it, an opportunity comes. Somebody invites you to do something, right? It's unexpected. It's in the unknown. But the unknown is now in your present circle of what feels comfortable. If before it didn't feel comfortable, but you gave yourself permission to acknowledge yourself for everything that you have done, and you have tapped yourself, pat yourself on the back, you're doing great, I'm proud of you, such an amazing job, epic, this is literally everything that I've asked of you. This is how it looks. If you speak to yourself in this way, you'll see that what felt uncomfortable now feels comfortable. Your bubble expands, and you don't have to give up. You only have to give up the stress and overwhelm. And when you give it up, you exchange it with joy, with celebration, with feelings of accomplishment, of inner fulfillment, of peace, of love, of empowerment. And then your circle expanded, your state being huge, you feel expanded, literally. Then the blessings and miracles that were coming to you, but you were blocking them with your old self-concept, since you have surrendered, they are now in your field. And this, my friend, is your new self-concept. You deserve it all. You've done it. You've done it. It's simply done. Thank you. Thank yourself because you have done it. It's epic. You deserve it all. You give yourself permission to receive it all. Give yourself permission to receive it all. Say to yourself inwardly, comment it below, I give myself permission to receive everything that I have worked for, everything that I have affirmed, everything that I have accepted and believed about myself. I give myself permission to let it come into my reality and let it become a new standard. This is who you are. You have shifted. Welcome to the new reality. You deserve all the love, abundance, and all the blessings coming to your way because they are now in your field. Thank you so much, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you so much. like, subscribe, comment down below, and I would love to stay connected with you in this tribe. Thank you so much. See you around in the next video.